G'day mates, welcome back to Hearts of Iron for the Swedish Saviours. We are Sweden, we are remaining democratic all the way, and we are smashing the German Reich, with the help of the Allies, of course. Greece, are you part of the Allies? No, I don't think you are. So why have we got Greek divisions up here? Maybe they are in part of the war. Yeah, you know what, it looks like Greece is part of the war. Let's actually have a quick recap of who is in this war, so familiarise myself. We have the United Kingdom, who is bleeding from every orifice they can find. Australia doing their part. Good on you, Australia, doing the thing. Actually, love to have another Australia game coming up soon. The newest expansion for Hearts of Iron 4 has been announced. It'll be coming out soonish. It'll be a big thing on the Commonwealth nations, so Australia, possibly the Raj, South Africa, Canada, maybe New Zealand. Looks like a lot of them will be gaining some love and new focus trees. So France is also here, as per usual. They've done a fair bit of bleeding. They didn't just drop their guns and run. They have actually done a pretty good job here. Good on you, France. You're doing really well. Actually, they fought for a long time. And Poland hasn't taken that many casualties, but that's because they were kicking ass for so fucking long. They were just smashing. It was 1940, I think, or even 41 when I joined the war. And Poland was still there and holding on barely. It wasn't until the Soviet menace declared war on them as well and actually pushed in from three sides. We had Hungary from the south, we had the Germans from the west, and the Great Russian Bear coming in from the east. So Poland was doing pretty well. British Raj has done a little bit. South Africa's done pretty well, I think. Canada, again, a little bit less than what they did historically, but they've lost a few people. They've not contributed too much. New Zealand done pretty well. Luxembourg, the great sleeping giant. I'd love to have a game as them once as well, but I don't think it would be a particularly good recording. It'll just be a lot of waiting around. Netherlands is doing well, and they are now back on. They should be able to begin building up troops and tapping their manpower as well. Belgium again did some reasonably good fighting. Mighty Sweden. We've lost nearly 100,000 men, so apparently we didn't lose that much. That must have been recruits going in, which is good. Greece, of course, Denmark doing pretty well. They were holding most of this land for us, and then we've taken it off them because we are the ones actually contributing. We've done 44% of the war. We're basically on par with the United Kingdom in fighting this war, so we've done very well for ourselves. And of course, Norway have lent us all their troops, but they are, or most of their troops, but they are helping us to secure our southern flank here as we push west and pretty much ignore the east. If we go too far east, the Great Russian Bear, who we are also at war with, will come pouring in through any gap we make. So this is the great wall of neutrality that is protecting us right now. So if any of them join, we're stuffed. So let's have a look. Where are we going? We've basically liberated Netherlands and most of Belgium, and we're going to continue pushing in that way. I'm going to actually stop you guys from attacking for the time being, and I'm going to stop you guys as well. You guys just hold the front for a while. We need to regather our wits, I suppose, figure out what we're doing here. I'm actually going to bring... I don't need that to be all the way down there either. How do I... No, God, fuck, I hate this game sometimes. Okay, that's a different one. It was up there by mistake. Either way, I want you to go... Fuck this game. This fucking game. Okay. I want you to... There we go. Got it on the right front for once. And I want you guys to pretty much just hold... I don't want you to hold that far over, actually. I want you to hold just this for now. And your war goal, or your target, is going to be pushing down... you know what, I think you can push all the way down to the border of Switzerland. That'll allow us to essentially cut off this area here and allow these remaining guys to get in there. You're actually going to relocate over here to part of France, and we're going to... Is Vichy France part of the war? I think Vichy is part of the war, so we can't use them as a wall. So... I may actually use you just to push down and take Paris, and then we can push westward and squeeze these guys off in Brittany. And I think that's exactly what we're going to do. So you guys are going to relocate over there, and we're going to be in a much better position. Manpower is low, but that's not really a concern. We have a whole bunch of troops coming down. They are just motorised divisions, so they're not particularly tanky. Let's have a quick look at our motorised divisions while we're waiting for the ball to drive down. So they've got a couple of things. Artillery would be nice, but I haven't built or researched anything in artillery, so it would be really, really shit artillery. But these are basically just numbers they can drive really quickly, and we will use them to plug any gaps as required. It's probably not a very efficient use of our manpower, but this is an efficient use of our industry. We've got a fair bit because we've taken big chunks of Germany, but and I did manage to build up quite a bit beforehand, but we're not getting a huge amount. It's actually a really nice looking pocket right there. It's a very nice looking pocket actually. It looks delicious. But I'm going to wait for these guys to get their bonuses because I think we're going to need it against the German forces. They are very, very strong. Probably a little bit too strong for us to properly take on. What are we producing? That's the mechanized equipment. Yeah, well, I'm going to keep producing that for a couple of years until we get a sufficient amount. It's not producing very much at all, so I don't expect to ever really make a big difference. But we may be able to move our core team here, our proper hunter-killer tanks over and knock them out. And how much longer, in fact, until we get new tanks? Just under a year. We are researching ahead of time quite significantly, but we will have them before 1943 rolls around, which will be very nice. What is... I don't care about one division, it's not worth my effort trying to find the bloody thing. So we're going to keep... They are pushing a little bit there, they're not getting very far. And it looks like, yeah, that big juicy one is... What I'm inclined to do is actually pull that over there, and you actually push down that direction so you can begin encircling around them. And that'll allow this force here to hopefully come around and take them if I can spot any opportunities there. Let's have a quick look there. You know what? You guys are all prepared. I haven't taken a save, which is never good because I hate for it to crash. I've been playing for quite a while here with no saves, but may as well grab encryption as well. 27 days is nothing. We'll use that research bonus we have, put it to good use. You're doing reasonably well, although it's all cavalry, it's all Norwegian troops doing what they do best. You guys are looking pretty well prepared. I do like Blitzkrieg. You don't get the huge bonuses, but goddamn, that quick planning is incredible. So what we're going to do is we're going to send you guys down. You're going to push down that way, put a bit of pressure on. At the same time, we are going to charge down this direction here, and I reckon we can do some pretty good damage here. Just letting you know as well, my timer, I don't have my timer, so I'm just going to be winging it this mission. I'm going to be playing for, what I think is close to about 20-25 minutes, give or take, and we will see what happens. Now, I'm going to go a little bit slower, I think. I need to probably micromanage this a little bit more, because I've been doing a bit of a bum job lately with keeping everything together and letting things get the better of me when I should be able to do some really good encirclements. I've just been missing the opportunity. Now, I actually prefer if you went down this way. And actually a lot of you, I'm going to push you down to Rhymes as well. You can all go down, and we may be able, we can go over to Metz. Come on, okay, you've done that. You're going to go over towards Metz, and that'll allow us to hopefully encircle this bit here pretty quickly. We're keeping them busy up there, so what I really need is, where are they? Where are my quick dudes? There, they're over here. You are doing fuck all over there. So you're going to come over here. Nope. And help me get over to Metz. You will be able to plug those gaps very quickly as soon as these guys push through. Yeah, they're all getting out. The AI is much better at avoiding encirclements now than it was in the original Hearts of Iron, so my pretty average tactics probably won't work very much anymore. But we'll get a couple of them, we'll just pick them off bit by bit and eventually drive them into the sea. That, I think, is the way to do it. If anyone is better and wants to give me some advice, I am always open to advice, but don't expect it to come into effect anytime soon, because I am recording these episodes quite a bit far in advance. Now that my voice is finally starting to come back on, I was out of action for quite some time, so my backlog really dropped off. But I'd like to get these episodes. Once I get a bit of a backlog, I'll be getting more episodes out. Far out. Okay, the Italian troops are pretty decent compared to ours. Let's have a quick look at this battle. How are we going here? They can't pierce our armor, and looks like they're just infantry. So we are pretty much untouched. These heavy tank divisions were good. Once they got up to snuff, they got into a much better position. How come you're not moving? You guys really can't move at all. I'm going to call off that attack for the time being. There's too many forces there. We are not strong enough. I really wish these... Mate, how about you stop like that? And actually bring you over. I want you... to actually push this direction now. Yeah, I think that's how... Oh, fuck off. It doesn't matter. That'll do. I actually want you to push that direction. And I might even call that back to balanced manner, because the guy is running off in all sorts of directions. Now, okay, if I can't break through there, let's try breaking down this way. You guys actually just push down that way, down to whatever that is, Bourgogne. And over there you might be able to do something. We might even be able to lock off a couple of guys here. Can we go that way? What the fuck, cunt? Oh, you're being attacked, okay. Can we get in there before you? Nah, not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Doesn't matter, they managed to get out again. Either way, we're pushing them back. And it's not really working as well as I'd hoped. We are not doing a very good job here. It may be worthwhile to... Actually, if I draw a bit of pressure that way and send you down as well, maybe we can draw some pressure off us. Anyway, once we get over to here, we'll be able to start pushing northwards and hopefully trapping a lot of these guys in. Even if they fall back, it really doesn't matter that much because we will gain a lot of territory. And that is, I guess, the benefit of all this. I was only two of them, that's why it was so hard to find one. You know what? Sometimes I hate... Nope. I hate the way it spreads them out. There is a way, there's a new function coming where you can tell them, set them on like a blitzing stance and they won't widen the front. They will remember where they were set and where they're going to. And that is really what we need for this kind of thing. In the meantime though, you may as well charge up there and kill that bastard. You guys might as well stop attacking and go that way as well. We can overrun at least one dude. And there we go, overrun. And all of them on this. They should all be on that. 15 divisions. I thought I had more than that. No, I didn't. I had 13 plus 2 more. So that is the correct number. And you're 24, still haven't lost anyone, and you're 19. That is good. I have a tendency to get myself overrun quite easily, so I'm going to try to avoid that as much as possible this time. It's an absolute shit fight with all these different units around here. It's hard to see, but I think we're making good progress. And actually, no, I want you to go there. We can use Switzerland as a border to push in some people here and trap them in. Hopefully, if they retreat that way, we'll be good. Okay, there we go. A bit more encryption. That'll help us fighting the enemy. We are currently in 42, which means I could get that, but I'm not fighting very many hard things. I think a maintenance company is going to be more useful to stop my tanks breaking down. We are building as many as we can, but we're not. Oh shit, we're really struggling with. It could be with this here. We're short. Yeah, we need 320 for each one of those, so that really adds up quickly. So that's where we are having the shortage. That's fine. Heavy tanks we're getting there gradually. For some reason, our chromium is not coming through because no possible trade route can be found. In that case, I'm going to buy UK chromium. Wait. Yep, there you go. It's coming through. So we're getting all the chromium we need. That will aid us just a little bit better. Probably should have been buying it from the UK to begin with. They do need the factories more than Turkey does. So yeah, it looks like we're getting all the chromium we need. That's brilliant. I do need a little bit of aluminium. That's fine. I need more oil and more rubber. I wonder if it'd be worthwhile putting more factories up onto the motorized. For now, I think I'll leave it because it's only the new units that we're building. And you know what? It's actually going to be more useful, I think, to cut a couple. You know what? I'm going to cancel all these guys. Is there a way to cancel the whole lot of you? There we go. Cancel production of all deployment lines. I am going to cancel that for now because we do need the manpower. We are burning through it quite quickly, and looks like we still do need quite a lot of motorized. It's because these guys are taking a lot of losses over here. You know what? It may be worthwhile converting these guys over to my heavy tank ones in the near future. Not yet though, not yet. Anyway, once we get the... Actually, we're going to have a major problem with tanks in the near future. I'm going to need a lot more tanks. As much as I love mechanized, and I think I've been wasting a lot of time on this, I'm going to switch you over. I'm just going to put you down to 1. I'm going to start a new line for heavy tanks. No, wrong one. I'm going to start a new line for the Hunter Killer. There we go. And you're going to go up there. We're going to need to use that one bit of oil. We need a bit more oil. We are currently gradually getting there. We need more of these babies. Lapland. I think I'm going to work on... Yeah, we need more oil for the time being. Oil is going to be more important to us to help get these things built up. Most of our factories we're going to be taking now are going to be ones that we appropriate from Germany. So with that, let's keep on plugging away. I think we're probably at about 10 or maybe edging towards 15 minutes now. So I want to make this a fairly productive episode if possible. You, mate, can charge down there. And I'm actually going to need you to go down that way. Although you are taking attrition. Why is that? Probably because there's so many units here. That's not working very well. You know what? I think I'm going to be better off converting these guys over to Tank Squadron Elites. We're going to need a lot more tanks. We need more motorized. But that'll help for now. We could use them. They are going to be our elites. They are going to be reinforced more quickly than the other guys, and we can actually use them to better effect. It puts our manpower to better effect, although our industry is struggling to keep up. Berlin, how badly is Berlin resisting us? Quite a bit, because we've moved the front forward. So now I'm not bothered, but I'm going to have to send some people up there to occupy Berlin again in the future once we push down a little bit further. I don't think this worked quite as well as I would have liked. We didn't manage to encircle very many people. So with that, we're going to be actually stopping this one here for now. And Eric Af Edholm, you're going to relocate over here now. Actually, let's remove all of that shit. You're going to relocate over... Well, get on the other side of that river if possible. We're going to push through to Brittany. You're going to go through there. Okay, that looks good. That looks very good. And that'll allow us to push up and block these guys off. Again, not many of them, but if we can get a couple of them at the very least, I will be happy. One division, don't waste my time with that, Netherlands. Thank you. If we can get these guys prepared and set up, I think we'll be in a better position to knock these guys down. Non-aggression pact. I don't particularly like non-aggression pacts with people that I don't plan on going to war with just yet, because it does knock down further options in the future. I may well want to invade these guys if the game goes that well, which I don't think it actually is going to go that well, but let's say it does. Let's say we do manage to get all the way through. It would be lovely to take those guys out as required. Either way, we're going to push for it. We're going to charge forward. I'm going to get 4 of them. You're going to be my... No, I don't want to go that way. You're going to be my surrounding dudes. And head up to Cherbourg. Not that you're particularly quick, but should be able to do a good job there, and I'll actually get the rest of the guys will just knock them off for me. And actually, that'll do a very nice job. That will completely cut them off. They'll be able to cut me off quite easily, I think. But there we go. There we go, that was a brilliant encirclement. That's how it should be done. It was a much better job. So with that, we can actually begin to drive them out. Push in, and these guys will suffer. We're not going to give them time to break out and give them time to starve. I'm just going to charge forward and kill them as quick as I can. If the British helped, it would be useful, but whatever. I'll do it myself. Actually, I'd like to... Who grabbed Paris? I wonder who grabbed Paris. Let's have a look at how the... Sweden at 51%, so I have one more. I've basically done more than half of the total achievements in this war. We haven't been bleeding and dying. Most of the people have been carrying my back, which is good. That's what the allies are good for. There are a lot of them, and so you're going to have AI people everywhere just doing shit. But at the very least, I can do the breakthroughs, do the actual hard work here. And there we go. Australia's going to beat us to the punch. Doesn't matter. Good on you, Australia. So with that, what the fuck are you doing? There you go. You just hold that line for now. May as well give you, get the planning bonus in case I need it in the future. And we'll have those guys locked off shortly. Now, I don't think there's anything back here. We might have pretty much beaten the Germans right back. They're not going to have much industry after this. They'll have almost no manpower to draw from. They will be... What just happened? Yugoslavia. Okay, that was stupid, Germany. That was really, really stupid. That's actually brilliant for us. That's going to allow them... They're going to push up northwards and basically attack the soft underbelly, because Germany will not be prepared for that. The only possible downside is that Yugoslavia may push through here and break the dam of neutrality that's holding back the Soviet Union. Of course, the Soviet Union may well in the near future. Let's have a quick peek at them. We have no idea what they're doing. Is there war with... Oh, I have no idea. I've never played the Soviet Union before. Is there war with Germany somewhere? War with Germany is a long way away, so we are safe there. They're actually working with that one over there. It'll be some time before they can get war with Germany. So with that, that'll allow us to, as long as we keep that wall of neutrality there, we will be able to finish Germany off and possibly even get the entire western axis out of it. That'll just leave Japan to be cleaned up at a later date. How is the Japanese war going? I'd love to know how. Looks like Japan is actually losing the war. China appears to have stopped the hemorrhaging. They are no longer bleeding quite as much as they were, and they are pushing Japan back, or at least holding them there, which is all we need. Just bleed each other for a little while, and we can come in and clean up the mess at a later date. So that is basically France, northern France, completely reoccupied or liberated, completely liberated. What are we going to do with you? There's not much more to research. Logistics could be useful, although I'm still fighting in Europe for the most part. You are 200 days off, so we're getting there gradually. You could be useful, although... do I need those? I'm not going to be using infantry at all. Rocket artillery is not going to be that handy, although that can be very useful for some people. Do I want to push ahead? Nope, not for 2 years worth. Modern tankers some time off. Doctrines are completed. There is nothing industry-wise I want to do. You are all done. I don't particularly care about radar. I don't care about that. We are some time off being able to get that one. So I may as well just grab that then. That will help us a little bit with hard piercing because we do use motorized in all of our tank divisions as well. So we have every single unit of ours will benefit from that. Push for Brest, guys. Take it. Squeeze that Brest. Beautiful, we got that. We have the Brest in hand. So with that, let's charge down that way. And I think we're actually in a very good position now. We are basically going to just charge them down. The rest of the allies can hold Germany at bay. Most of their forces are still intact. And I've seen a lot of games where it ends up just a massive big ball of Germany that you just can't break through. So you do need to just bomb them into submission, and that can take a long, long time. But for the time being, we are in a good position here. We've basically got these guys. France now will be able to start using their industry and using their manpower, and to actually start building up their forces again, which we will be able to use when we go toe-to-toe with the great Russian bear, who has had an equal amount of time to build up. They will have recovered from their Stalin reforms, and we will be looking at... well, we'll be looking at a very dangerous bear over there, a very angry bear, I would imagine. How am I going to want to do this? I wonder if I could pull these guys off the line and actually bring you down. No, I'm going to leave you up there for now, and we are going to... actually, we are going to push for the border with Spain. If I can cut these guys off at the mountains there, at the Pyrenees, we'll be looking very good. But you know what? I have no idea how long this episode's gone, and I will need to charge up my phone so I can actually get my timer back. So this is where I'm going to call this episode. It may have gone for 20 or 25 minutes. It may be a long way either side of that. You never ever know. But anyway, I've been Blxz. This has been Swedish Saviours, Hearts of Iron 4. We have been absolutely smashing it. Sweden has basically liberated the majority of northwestern Europe here. And we're going to keep on driving down and get the rest of France very, very soon. Anyway, take care, and I will see you next time.